Welcome to week 5 of our third Connect group session of the year. This session of Connect groups ends today for your group. This is week 5 of 5, and that means that we're coming up on a 4-week break. In order for us to complete the book of Genesis this year, and because it's just a good habit, you should continue reading Genesis through the break. That means that you're going to read chapters 34, 35, 36, and 37 outside of your group meeting. And then when we come back together after the group, you can recap chapters 34 through 37 before discussing chapter 38. During this break that we're going to be on, I encourage you to do your best to plan a get-together with your group. It will be a great chance for you and your group to just hang out and continue to build relationships within your group. The break can also be a great time for you to complete your community service project. In just a moment, we're gonna take a look at Genesis. But before we do, let me remind you that the Church Center app is the place to stay connected with all things Fusion City Church. Within the app, you're going to find sermon notes, me time resources, group chats, volunteer RSVPs, and a place that you can reach out for prayer. All right. Now open up your Bibles and your notebooks and let's talk about Genesis 33. It would be quite hard to find the significance in chapter 33 if we didn't first look at the passages in Genesis that tell us about Esau and Jacob's relationship. So go back and take a look at chapter 25 and revisit the twins' birth and their birthright drama. And then head over to chapter 27 and see Rebecca get involved in the brothers' conflict, making it even more strained than it had already been. In verse 41 in chapter 27, Esau even says he's going to kill Jacob once their father dies. And then, after 20 years, the brothers are reunited. We see this play out in chapter 33. This chapter is one of forgiveness and redemption and reconciliation, and there's no doubt that God was moving in the lives of these two brothers. This leads me to my big takeaway. The last verse, verse 20, says, "Then he, Jacob, set up an altar and called it El Elohe Israel." Jacob worshiped. He called his place of worship El Elohe Israel, meaning God, the God of Jacob, or more accurately, due to Jacob's recent name change to Israel, El Elohe Israel is God, God of Israel. Jacob set a reminder in place that God is his God, and he wanted his family to know it too. What would it look like if our life was marked by El Elohe and your name? What if we made it known to our household that our house is where we worship the God who saved us? Or better yet, and maybe even more biblically accurate, does your life cry out El Elohe and your name? Well, at least that was where my Bible study guided me, and I hope that my thoughts have sparked some interest for you and your group. And my prayer is that my time with you today will help you get started in discussing this chapter in Genesis. Each one of you has your own individual takeaways that can keep the conversation going. So just remember, before you leave your meeting, be sure to pray together. And until we see each other again, I pray that you stay safe and God bless.